Chapter 12. The Third Level. The Politics of Our Local Quadrant. In the overviews of how the universe is set up, we have pointed out the general areas and planes and principal figures. Now, briefly, we want to discuss some local politics and how Earth is affected by such things. The area we want to look at is the subsystem administrative area below the area of the system administrator, Kal. In the subsystem, which contains the planet Earth, we have the administrative group called archangels in the Bible of Michael, Raphael, and Gabriella, not Gabriel. This is a female entity. Long ago, when the Earth was a disused, abandoned planet, there was a male entity called Prince Lucifer, sovereign of Satania. He had administrative control over 666 star systems under the level of the aforementioned three primary controllers. The star system containing Earth was one of these systems. Negative hierarchy personnel have the legitimate responsibility for control of events affecting the evolution of humanity. It appears there was some political squabble between Lucifer and his superiors about how the course of evolution should proceed. The primary controllers were reportedly very conservative in their views and had a good old boy network similar to present Earth politics. Lucifer's recommendations were considered too liberal and progressive, and because he insisted on advocating them, he was stripped of his rank and put away. He was confined on the planet Earth, which at that time was known by the designator, Urantia. When humans came to the Earth, Lucifer was already there as the planet's only inhabitant. The humans called the Earth Ki, but later it was renamed Earth after the name of the first human settlement, Eridu. Whenever Lucifer would get a chance to interact with the new humans, he would frustrate the administrative authorities by telling them tricks and shortcuts that he knew because he had worked in system administration. In religious literature, this is commonly reported as a war between Lucifer on one side and God on the other side. Of course, the for-real God is quite a ways away from the area of the third vector or third level of spirit where this conflict exists. Apparently, the group consisting of Michael, Raphael, and Gabriella are being referred to as God, and Lucifer is being referred to as their enemy or adversary because he has different political views. Lucifer is not equal to the for-real God, nor is he anywhere close to him. Neither are Michael, Raphael, and Gabriella. All of these entities are masters of the third level of spirit, commonly called the causal plane. They are essentially equals, and this explains the concept that God and the devil are equal and opposite forces that fight each other. However, this is a local political problem far removed from the abode of the for-real God. The main reference book used on Earth, the Bible, appears to contain information that one could obtain from the third level, but no higher information. People have developed a simplistic view of the universe as consisting of heaven and earth and feel that anything unearthly must therefore be heaven. References to God in the Bible seem to be references to the committee of the three controllers. There are little giveaways to this, such as quotes attributed to God, in which he appears to be having a conversation with some equals. When, for example, God is quoted as saying, "Behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil," the question arises, who are these us? It is strongly suggested that us is a group of entities equal to God. This is true if the statement is really a comment by one of the controllers, Michael, Gabriella, or Raphael, and the other two are also in the conversation. They are all equals, but none of them is God. Also, similar giveaways suggest that Jesus is just another creature of the third level of spirit, because he is referred to as the right hand of God. There is no duality where the for-real God exists, no right and left hand paths. It's at the third level that this duality exists. The abilities of a master of the third level are pretty high by comparison to an ordinary Earth person. It is no problem to do miracles and healing and all the other stuff attributed to Jesus from that level of mastery. It is no problem to get data on future time to make prophecies. Everything in the Bible can be done from the third level without going any higher. It is very possible, therefore, that Jesus was in a category of helpers who come to the earth from time to time to try to make life better for people. All of these helpers do great things. They help lots of people and uplift mankind. However, as members of the negative hierarchy, they cannot release souls from this place. They can only make it more comfortable. The astral world, which is apparently what the word heaven in the Bible really translates to, is quite nice in its positive zones. Most people would be very easily convinced that they were in some ultimate heaven there and would be happy to accept the administrators there as God or gods. Astral bodies, shiny and youthful, would be dreamy to some old sick human who died and thus found himself in his astral form being led to some unimaginably beautiful place that contained just what he always wanted. One trick of the astral world is that you can use your good karma to have all of your imaginations fulfilled. The third level also plays an important role in Earth affairs. Masons, for example, who hold many key positions on Earth, aspire as their ultimate goal to be masters of the third level.